like you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't ask us. We're not the ones working the computer.
It's okay. Just punch it a couple of times. It'll work.
Do like Spike Spiegel just kicking, just fucking
Pop, pop, pop.
Apply foot.
Where is that sound? Where is it? There it is. Good God, why won't it actually pick up? I need to do something real quick. Pop.
Pop.
Okay, I see what's up. Fucking thing needs to resync. Okay.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Here they are standing in a row.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Big ones, small ones,
So
some
must big as your head. Give him a flick, a twist of the wrist. That was the famous end.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Ravens Flock.
Hello.
Hooray.
It is the last Saturday of May as we enter into the heat of the summer. I am your host, Jose Casabona, also host of Wrestle Rewind. Joining me on my left is the man who hosts Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Good to see you all in
Hold
this
up.
sweltering hellish heat.
And on my
Something's up.
right, on my righteous right, is the host of the Black Files, the man who puts in the man hours behind the production quality of all the content we produce every single week here on our channel, Mr. Juan Arouse.
That's a little better. Actually, let me double check that.
Oh, sure.
Hey,
it's
what's a little better, the
it's-
audio or my...
No, it's only a little better when you introduce him. Until then, the show is
No.
shit, apparently.
Oh, that's like 5 seconds of fame, bro.
That's how it is, brother. You know,
There we
you're
go.
riding high on April. You're
There we
going
go.
down in May, kind of thing.
Well, speaking of riding high, we definitely have some exciting news that we want to start off. And yes, I'm going to be riding high for days, son.
Before we start off, we do have to go ahead and welcome everyone. And like we're saying, we discuss geek culture. We discuss conventions here in the state of Florida for anime and geek culture. We discuss TV, movies, the video games, all sorts of entertainment. We discuss all sorts of different stuff, and we bring up some of the hard topics of the geek world so that we can make your voice our mission. We're here every Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to 9 p.m., and we invite you to watch us as we simulcast on our twitch.tv/raveslock online and our main flagship platform, youtube.com/raveslock. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right down here. Angel, point down on your right
It is
knee.
located
Hit the
peacefully next to my left
Hit
thigh.
the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our weekly content.
If
As-
you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit the follow button.
And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them, no matter whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. We will take the time during the duration that we are live to answer each and every one of you because we enjoy speaking with you.
We do so love the brief moments of interaction we get with the people that listen. So we always appreciate. Why are my fucking arms so big? My perspective is all fucked up today.
It's not your fault. It's the wide angle lens over here.
It looks Kafkaesque. I like it, actually.
It makes you look bulky.
Let me show you.
Huge!
Hold that.
Nano machines, son!
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ah, my bulky arms are gone.
wow, wow, wow.
Easy come, easy goes, like money. My muscles, that is.
Damn. All right. Well, while Juan is resyncing the camera, yes, I do want to start. Thank you for addressing all that. I do want to start off on some exciting news. First of all, I am happy. I'm happy the way things are going. Now,
Holy
not
shit.
fast enough, but still, the vaccine is out there. People are taking the vaccine. People are, obeying the rules. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Everyone's being safe.
We are
Except for stupid
slowly returning
Except
to
for
normal.
stupid people, but nobody pays attention to the stupid
Dude,
people.
we always had stupid people. They will deal with the consequences of their actions in due time. I'm just happy that slowly, by sheer force, things are slowly getting back to normal.
Hell's
I don't
yeah.
have to wear my mask at work anymore, fun fact.
Yes.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I hope everyone who's over there at your job is like fucking
Vaccinated.
vaccinated. And
Dude,
stuff.
we work for the government. Bacteria is too afraid to touch us.
But more importantly, personal work aside, I am excited because we, the Ravens Flock, will be returning to anime conventions later in 2021.
Nice. Now, as you may know, we started this whole shebang, or rather, he started this whole shebang by reporting on cons, the good things and the bad things that were going on it, and we delved deeper and deeper into the community as the years went by. But as life and COVID got in the way, sadly, we were forced to drop out of pretty much any kind of public gathering for the safety of ourselves and our families. But as you're saying, soon, very soon, we'll be able to meet with the fans of the con community in person and roam those merchandising-fested hallways once more.
Absolutely. We are very excited to return to conventions starting later this year. We're very excited to see each and every one of you. We hope that if you attend a convention that you had the time to get yourselves vaccinated. There's lots of conventions that's scheduled for later in the year, like August, October, December. There's plenty of time to get the vaccine. They are not in short supply right now.
Plenty of time to learn how to take a shower too, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, the campaign of against Confunk does not take a break, and neither do we.
Just like Doom, it is eternal.
Yes. But that being said, we are very excited. Juancho, this might be divulging a little too much for the public, but should we tell them where exactly we're going to be going this year?
Well, considering that we put it all over our fucking thumbnail.
No, don't look at the letters. Nobody knows how to read. All of our fans are illiterate. Shut the fuck up and say it.
Nope, too bad.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with this. And you're going to have to fill me in.
I was actually going to go ahead and show Angel the thumbnail in question here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we can actually see which cons are which around here.
Yeah, brah. Subtlety is out the window.
We haven't used that word or the meaning of that word in years.
Also, I think you're going to like what we did here. Yes,
okay,
folks.
First off, very impressive editing. You got better.
That's all
me.
Nice job, man.
So, as you can tell, folks, the main conventions that we're going to make sure that have the presence of the Ravens flock known are going to be in the order of their presentation. MetroCon
in Tampa, Florida.
Omni Fandom Expo
in Orlando.
Megacon, in Kissimmee. Megacon Orlando.
That's at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida.
Phantasm Orlando.
Really?
In Orlando.
Showing over here, barring any further situations over here, we are going to see if there's going to be anything coming up with LumiCon, which is in Tampa.
Indeed. They haven't said anything or announced yet, but we do look forward to seeing their next development in this matter.
And finally, Holiday
I was fucking doing that, man.
Oh, man, I wanted to comment off the last
let me finish over
Fine,
here.
go ahead.
And of course, wrapping up the year would be Holiday Matsuri at the Orlando World Center Marriott.
Ooh,
I don't know about you guys, but I'm more excited for the Christmas con.
Honestly, I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised how many we're doing. I expect us to do like one or two, but it would seems like the leaders of most of the cons within this area are basically saying everything is getting back to normal and the holidays are coming up with the summer, so we might as well just start dropping the packages right now.
The bit with MetroCon is that as far as that one goes, we did announce earlier this year, and so did, of course, reporting off of what Team Dynamite Productions had set up. They brought MetroCon back down into a 3-day weekend, making things easier to concentrate, making things easier to produce, making things just a little bit more manageable for both attendees and the staff. If we're going to be going to MetroCon, you can guarantee that you'll see the Ravens flock there on Saturday. Megacon Orlando and Omni Fandom Expo, since they're literally a week apart from each other. Yeah, I know that's going to be tough.
Fierce competition is going to go down.
They're going to be about a week apart from each other, but we will be attending both conventions Friday through Sunday.
Oh,
yeah, Thursday through Sunday con, but traditionally speaking, the wisdom of conventions is nobody fucking goes on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That's when everybody starts setting up the booths and the shops. It's just a hotel. It's not a con center yet.
Oh no, if you're looking for it's just a hotel. Like look no further than over in Phantasm Orlando. They're going to be at the Days Inn and International Drive. So it's super affordable, and it's going to be all contained within the hotel as well.
Yep.
Holiday Matsuri, of course, the Orlando World Center Marriott.
Yeah.
It's a resort hotel.
Oh,
it's 4 hotel buildings in one. It's got its own little mini mall of stuff. It's got I don't know how many different restaurants. A gigantic ass pool.
27.
No, it's closer to.
Oh, sorry. I combined the food places of the mall too. My bad.
No, it's not an actual mall. I'm talking about like the little shopping center they have where they have.
Yeah, no, those were the food places.
No, they don't have food places. They
All
have.
right, well, they have food.
I think I was thinking of a different hotel. I'm sorry.
Guys, they have food. They have a large ass pool outside. They've got a waterfall in the pool.
That was so cool.
They have a hot tub, Angel. A hot tub.
They have a gift shop.
And
Pretty
they have
decent
a
wine.
Yeah! Woohoo!
So you better believe we are going to be all over these conventions.
Yes, and in our past experiences when we go to conventions, man, you'll see us around, whether we're interviewing, whether we're recording, whether we're just having fun with a bunch of our friends, or whether we're hosting panels or gaming tournaments. It doesn't matter what we do. You're going to get a chance to have an awesome experience with the Ravens flock.
So feel free to drop by. We're always happy to shake a hand or two.
Yes, please. You'll be seeing myself running around taking photos and footage of the convention. We're going to try and network with folks. Jose and Angel are going to be looking for folks for us to interview while we're getting the...
I'm just going to appear mysteriously in places.
Oh, yeah, no, this guy...
No, seriously, look how you put me on the picture. You two are looking front, and I'm sneaking from the side like, ah.
What are you talking about? You can't see my whole face. It's just my eyes popping out.
Exactly.
What eyes? No, you're talking about these freaking Coraline button, like
But they are
sewed-on
cool,
buttons.
though. He looks like Heisenberg from Resident Evil 8.
I must not expose my human eyes.
Point
Except when
is,
you're playing
you
video
two,
games.
you two are looking ahead, and I'm the one basically going, "Hey guys, what's going on?" You literally put me. You made them underestimate the sneakiness, sir.
But yes, nevertheless, that is our plan for the rest of 2021. If there are any changes or if anything happens, obviously we're going to address it on our channels, on our social media platforms.
Right.
So be sure to continue to follow us and continue to follow us for further developments.
Right,
what
exactly.
cons are So what cons are you going to be attending if you're going to be attending this year? Whether it's in Florida or whether it's out of state, wherever you are, what nerd conventions are you excited to go back to? Let us know in the comments.
Truthfully, I'm actually the most excited for Holiday Matsuri for two reasons.
Oh,
Number one, every year that we've gone to Hallmat, we have tried to move heaven and earth to get this chuckle fuck to come out with us.
You!
This is the first year that we might actually finally be able to do it.
yes. Unfortunately, due to some really bad scheduling, Holiday Missouri keeps landing during my birthday over and over again. But this time, it's landing 2 days away from my birthday, which means it only takes me requesting a single day of work, and I'll finally be able to go to my first ever Holiday Missouri. Ever.
And secondly, and I can say this without any sort of qualification, and I can say this because I know you're looking forward to it too, and you're looking forward to it too.
Oh.
Our dear old friend, the self-proclaimed queen of the flock themselves, Damas Cosplay, will be showing up at Hallmat. We're reuniting with our old friend. I love him to death. Jose loves him deeply like a sister.
I really
or sibling.
do.
Angel is fucking looking to get plastered with Damas.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm what I
You
wanna
will
do.
also be plastered with it.
I will also be plastered with Damas.
Holiday Matsuri, yeah, no, trust me. Holiday Matsuri is definitely a golden time during the holidays for nerds to see their friends who they're not going to be able to see during Christmas time or Hanukkah or whatever.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, there.
Yeah, whatever
Festivus for the rest of us.
whatever holiday you're celebrating in December, the Holiday Matsuri is the ideal opportunity, the ideal weekend to get a chance to see your friends who you don't see every day.
And see some sick cosplays that you don't see for the most of the year.
And the other big convention that I really do want to make sure that we have a damn good time at is our old friends at Omni Fandom Expo. They were one of the first to go ahead and schedule ahead of time to 2021 when
Smart
the pandemic
thinking.
came in.
We spoke about this actually several
Yeah.
and like almost a year ago we commented on the fact that they were one of the few that were pushing the schedule forward, and we theorized this because they basically played the long game, figuring people are not going to start doing like getting cured immediately.
Yeah, no, they played everything smart. So I once again I want to show our support for all our cons, all our friends who go to these conventions, the partners who run these cons that we've got such a good partnership with, those conventions that want the Ravens flock there.
Exactly.
That know what we're worth and want us to be there so we can cover and have a good time and spread the love at their event for them. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Personally, I'm excited for all these conventions. So a few that I'm most excited for is, first of all, Megacon Orlando. We haven't been there since 2017.
This is huge.
That bitch is huge.
The big one.
Yeah.
The big one. And a second one, and that's because I'll get to it. It's Metricon because it's where I first started. It's where I first cut my teeth in the convention community in 2007. And every year they always put on stellar shows, whether it's stage combats or whether it's fire shows.
The fire show was pretty good.
The fire
fire
shows
show was
were
lit.
great. I love it. And of course, we like in our past experiences with Metrocon, we had a chance to interact with a lot of people in different levels. The Dragon Ball Z video game tournament, that was fun, and you weren't there.
It's okay. It was my idea, so I was there in spirit.
Shut up.
It
From
was
the
his idea.
I was
kinda.
watching from Hilf.
From Heffel. From Heffel.
Oh my goodness.
The
All
home for
right.
infinite losers.
And yes, to piggyback off of Juan, I am most excited for Holiday Matsuri because it's a Christmas con and it's a party con. Whoop whoop!
Honestly, it was just a pretty damn good hotel. I'm just happy to go to that one again.
Oh,
I had the last time we went there, I had a great time, and I'm just looking forward to having another one. That's all there is to it.
You're going to love it. You're going to love Omni. You're going to love
Just watch
Phantasm.
something else just get in the way and completely screw me over again.
No,
they better not.
don't do
Like
that.
seconds after I get out of work, my car explodes or something.
Don't put the hex on us, man.
No. We need the good jujus. Folks, hit like and subscribe. Or
hit him.
No, hit like and subscribe on the Ravens Flock now to throw some good jujus because Angel is trying to hex himself out of coming to Hall match.
Nonsense. My Cuban powers will simply allow me to extract the good shit directly from the atmosphere. What do you think misfortune follows me wherever I go?
Well,
Good God.
on the subject of good shit, I do actually want to move on to a developing story, and mind you, no further information has come out this, but this is big. This is incredibly big.
Okay, what's going on, brother?
It is reported earlier this week that the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, is currently in talks with New Japan Pro Wrestling for a joint partnership.
Now, joint partnerships are not exactly something out of the ordinary, but for what you guys have told me, WWE and Wrestling Japan have not exactly been body-body with each other lately. Like, they didn't like each other very much, if not at all.
Well, the perception that everybody has in the wrestling community is that the WWE is always isolated from all the other independent territories because of how they how they carry themselves as a company, as an infrastructure compared to everywhere else.
Like a heel, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much. But here's the thing, and I actually pulled up an article from Bleacher Report.
This
The
should be
WWE
fun.
New Japan Pro Wrestling reportedly discussing potential working relationship. This was posted on May 28th, so yesterday.
Nice.
WWE is reportedly in talks with New Japan Pro Wrestling in hopes of striking up a working relationship between the two promotions. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter,
Good old Uncle Dave.
WWE is negotiating with an eye toward becoming New Japan Pro Wrestling's official American partner, and a deal between them would include talent exchanges. Exchanges in wrestling.
Oh, wait a sec. Wait a fucking second. This is literally smuggling manga from the country so you can boost the business of your library, isn't it?
Oh no, it's an exchange. We're smuggling manga, they're smuggling comics.
We literally got a new Barnes & Noble, and we have a new shelf that just says manga now.
Meltzer continued saying that the New Japan Pro Wrestling officials have been speaking
excuse
with the WWE president and chief revenue officer. His name is Nick Khan, who has become a major player within the WWE since he was hired away from Creative Artists Agency last year. Although no deal has yet struck between the two, talks reportedly began in March or April.
That far back, huh?
PW Insider reported that the origins of the talks stem from WWE inquiring about former WWE World Champion Daniel Bryan potentially working some dates over in New Japan. Bryan, as of right now, Daniel Bryan is currently a free agent, but he has expressed interest in WWE superstars being able to work with other promotions on the side, and if WWE can make that happen, it may have the upper hand in terms of re-signing him.
Shit.
Okay, so basically, number one, props to Daniel Bryan for working the fucking system here. Like, hey guys, I'm over here talking to the biggest promotion in Japan.
He hustled pretty
and
good.
They want our men, your men. They want you, Vince McMahon. They want your people over there on their show, and they're willing to give you some of their people
Look
for
at all
your
this
show.
yen flowing through my hands.
Look at all this yen. And oh, hey, if you kind of need someone to keep a permanent working partnership with these guys, I happen to not be signed to you right now, so
Honestly, as far as WWE,
Cheddar.
after episode of WWE making bad decision after bad decision, this might be the best one they've done for this entire year.
Now, per Meltzer, WWE wants to be New Japan's exclusive American partner.
So they're the PlayStation exclusives.
Meaning New Japan would have to put a stop to its current partnerships with AEW, Impact Wrestling, and the Lucha Libre promotions as well.
Okay, see, I knew This shit seemed too good to be true. So they'll work with you as long as you don't work with anyone else. So that means that WWE must be offering as much money as a triple partnership between New Japan and those three companies. Or at the very least, it must be promising so much money that it will make the previous partnerships look like fucking playground scuffles with pinky promises.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's wild. And you want to know the best part about this?
What?
The best part about this is, as far as this goes, you know for a fact that even though All Elite Wrestling and every one of these other promotions have their own separate partnerships going on, you better believe that the WWE, with their fucking investment, there's money that puts them at 94% of the market share in professional wrestling, can easily outbid these guys.
Yeah?
Easily.
Combined. Now that's pissing off apparently All Elite Wrestling's owner, president.
We'll get to that, but basically Meltzer went on and continued saying that the WWE is trying to deviate from its former isolationist attitude of WWE versus everyone by entertaining the idea of joining forces with New Japan.
So the big mighty empire wants to prove its solidarity by becoming even bigger. Dude, do you know how this feels like? Imagine the empire. And they go, it is time to spread peace. And they throw away their guns and pull out laser swords.
Oh, shit.
This is what's happening.
Now, Nacho, go ahead and tell them, man.
Okay. The person who seems to be having the worst time on this is All Elite Wrestling's president, owner, CEO, and he calls himself the Invisible Door.
The Forbidden Door.
The Forbidden Door.
For what? Is that even for his butthole or something? He's just really not into anal? I mean, I understand preference.
Tony Khan. Now, he's the guy whose picture I showed you earlier. He looks like freaking cross between Woody Allen and an alternate universe version of your brother, Michael. That's him. That's him at his most presentable.
I'm pretty sure I stuffed that guy in a locker.
No, that's him at his most presentable. That's him being introduced to his girlfriend's parents at dinner.
Joe, I'm pretty sure you shoved this guy into a locker once.
Show him,
probably.
Show him how he looks now. Show him when he put on this good-for-nothing, ridiculous promo that he cut just before this past Friday night's edition of All Elite Wrestling.
Should be interesting.
Where he went on and said, like, oh, hey, it's kind of funny that you're in talks with it for 2 months with WWE, that you've been talking to New Japan Pro Wrestling for 2 months. And in that 2 months' time, I had their IWGP champion. I've had my talents show up on their show.
You're not going to be able to see this, folks, but hang on a minute.
I'm seeing it now.
Can we... okay,
Jesus, that is painful to watch.
That's Tony Khan last night before they aired their Friday edition of AEW Dynamite. They had to air it on Friday night because they didn't want to conflict with the NBA
He looks
playoffs.
like the lost member of Viva La Bam. What the fuck?
No, what I showed you was when he started doing All Elite Wrestling back, 2019?
Yeah, to sum up what Tony Khan said last night, he was
rambling like a fucking idiot.
He was taking a jab at the WWE for their partnership, for the rumors of the partnership, and basically saying, "Hey, congratulations! In the 2 months that in the 2 months that you've been negotiating, we had wrestlers from New Japan come to AEW. We even had our AEW wrestler Jon Moxley defend one of New Japan's championships on our programming, and we accomplished all that. So." Sorry, there's only one con in the business, and that's Tony Khan, not a con man from Connecticut.
Oh, shit.
Con man from Connecticut.
Now, on one hand,
the guy doesn't know how
good
to
promo cut. On the other hand, the other side has an ocean of money.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's one of those, like, you can have all the strategy in the world, but I have a B-52 bomber.
Yeah, it's not a good look, man. That's not something you want to tell the message you want to send to your fans.
The way I see it, he seems to be trying to stay up on the idea of challenge as of to portray itself as the arrogant underdog, which, let's be honest, people love to root for the underdog. But unfortunately, business don't work like wrestling, and yes, you guys are correct in saying this. If WWE decides to flex its accounts and open up that purse and spew more fucking revitalize Japan's economy all over again... Yeah.
It'll be a second post-World War II economic boom.
It sounds to me like they're... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go on.
It sounds to me like WWE is trying to decide whether they want to rewrite this deal or coin with full force and destroy everything.
They could go in either way. That's just it. And the bit that I'm enjoying about all of this the most is how every silly indie wrestling fanboy on the fucking internet is going to hate New Japan Pro Wrestling now because they dare to even think of doing business with the evil empire.
Oh my God.
No, don't show up and bring some of the top talents in Japan to the largest corporation that runs professional wrestling programming on the planet and show up at fucking at the Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania. No, let's have this guy show up at Ponick McGee's backyard somewhere in downtown Detroit in a light tubes barbed wire death match for the ECDC 3C BC GC championship that's still being paid off on loans because the guy couldn't even fucking afford to pay it in full. So he's using
He's selling opium on
He's
the
using
side.
a credit card to pay it off.
Or go to Jacksonville and do an exploding barbed wire fart match.
Fart match.
To be fair, though, those happen in Jacksonville even without wrestling events.
Or go to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, no, like, okay, number one, Nashville, Tennessee is a joke in and of itself. All you have to do...
It's the home base for Impact Wrestling. But
no.
Yeah, no. Like, they can change who runs the company, but to save their lives, they still can't get the stink of Dixie Carter off their ass. But the fact that people say, oh, no, but All Elite Wrestling's the real good American promotion. Is it really? Is it?
Well, here's
I'm asking why. How can anyone take it seriously as like the best pro wrestling promotion when Jim Ross, good old JR, who's one of the lead announcers for All Elite Wrestling now,
yes,
even he doesn't consider like one of their big stars, Kenny Omega,
as the best wrestler in the world.
Wow.
The folks are like, oh, but Kenny Omega, he's so good. Look at all the belts he's got. Look at the collection. Like, have you seen one of his matches? Take out the gimmicks. Look at the matches.
Now,
at best, it's like a B.
Now, I got to stop you right there, want you to. Now, here's the thing. First of all, no one is defending AEW. Nobody's defending WWE.
Oh, no, people are trying to defend vehemently
right,
AEW.
Okay, but here in the Ravens flock, like, we're not defending either promotion because
We're
they're-
fairly neutral in this part. We're
Yeah.
just laughing at the result
Now,
no matter
to
who
the
wins.
credit of Kenny Omega, he is using his star power and he is using like his position to, defend his championship at other promotions. He has scheduled matches coming up. He has a match on Impact Wrestling's pay-per-view against All Odds in June. He has a match against the former WWE wrestler Andrade at Triple Mania for their Lucha Libre promotion later on, and he's defending his Mega Championship then.
Okay, so he's making use of what he's got at least.
And this Sunday at AEW's Double or Nothing, he's defending his AEW World Title against Pac and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
What kind of horrible name is that?
He's actually really entertaining.
We've shown you Orange Cassidy, Joe.
Thank you. He's actually really entertaining. So
That name, with that name, he better be the most entertaining or the most obnoxious motherfucker in the entire business.
Oh no, it's so much worse than that. It's so much better and so much worse. Jose, pull up a photo of
Show me
freshly
that.
squeezed Orange Cassidy.
I will pull up a
The
photo
name
of Juancho.
Cassidy's throwing me
The
off.
gimmick of this guy is he is too cool for any effort. He is okay. He's laid back in everything. He barely speaks. When he fights, he gives the minimalist amount of effort ever. Show him.
That's him.
Orange Cassidy.
That's Vanilla Ice. What the fuck?
No, it's not Vanilla Ice.
That
That's
is
Orange
literally
Cassidy.
Vanilla Ice with 5 o'clock shadow.
Hold on. Is
When
that
did-
Orange Cassidy with a picture of Orange Cassidy on his shirt?
I don't know. I think
God, it looks like a terrible combination of like a wrestler and a YouTuber influencer.
But the point being is that, like, with Kenny Omega's schedule for this year, with all the championship matches that he's going to be defending, showing up at other promotions, is it doing AEW any benefit?
Here's
Doing him benefit.
It's doing. Thank you. I was going to say the same thing. It's doing Kenny Omega benefit. It's doing
The other promotions.
No, it's not. It's not doing the other promotions benefit, and the reason for that is because he doesn't belong to those promotions. He is a part of All Elite Wrestling. He's coming in from All Elite Wrestling to challenge all these other promotions for their championships. People think, oh, he's elevating those championships.
No, I'm here to kick their ass.
No, I'm here to say your best isn't as good as me ever. I'm the one who wins.
Oh.
I lose and haven't lost my championship.
So he's basically like a martial artist going to dojos to beat down their best students and take their plaques.
Pretty much.
yes.
Fuck.
All right. But on the subject of
So in reality, no, he's not fucking doing these other promotions benefit. But even better benefit would actually be fucking WWE. As draconian and as fucking imperialistic as Vince McMahon is, it's still a better promotion and better deals than you get.
he's also not afraid of taking risks.
Who?
Vince McMahon.
In a sense.
Yeah,
He
say
put
that.
on shows in Saudi Arabia for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Shut up!
For better or for worse, Vince McMahon is a surprisingly shrewd businessman when he wants to put the effort into not dying from ballsack infections. Or
And,
something.
you know, this kind of partnership could actually help because, to
Yeah.
draw an example, AEW's partnership with New Japan is also helping. They did bring in, like, wrestlers from New Japan. They brought in Yuji Nagata, who I've talked about.
Is she the one that goes like this all the time?
No. Yuji Nagata was a Japanese wrestler who wrestled for WCW in the 90s, and he also took part in the Collision in Korea in 1995. They also had John Moxley, an AEW wrestler, defend the IWGP United States title. They brought in other wrestlers from New Japan.
He won the title and now he's defending it.
Yep. And Impact Wrestling is also benefiting from the New Japan partnership. They brought in a couple of wrestlers from New Japan for Impact, El Fantasmo, the tag team of Finn and Juice Robinson, and David Finlay.
Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on Finn and Juice. Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
It just rolls off the tongue.
It just rolls off the
Some words just cromulate together so perfectly.
Now,
Exactly.
I don't know. Will this really diminish New Japan's partnership with the other promotions? I don't think so. I think that there will be a partnership with the WWE, but only to a certain degree.
I'm going to have to agree with you on this one because even with all the money they are making right now, forcing one company to quit from 3 other companies that is using to both build clout and reputation with the masses, it feels like such an astronomical amount of money being thrown around and even the seemingly endless pockets of the WWE might not be able to fill that one. I mean, we have seen other companies grow just by teaming up with Japan because Japan is the golden goose. Everybody loves the eccentricity of the Japanese market. They love the West as much as the weeaboos love the East. So anybody that hooks up in the business with them is set. So if WWE can get itself the biggest piece of the pie, or if they can somehow get the whole pie, they win. But this could be a really expensive pie, guys.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably right about that. Joe, I think you need to take care of something real quick. I can actually fill Angel in a little bit more on the connection with freaking gaijin Americans coming into wrestling.
Hang on.
Just
We'll
only
take
be
a
2
few
seconds.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, boss.
Joe, I love you. All right, no.
All right, so give me some backstory.
Okay. Now, of course, having American wrestlers showing up in Japan and Japanese promotions is not unheard of.
No.
What's his face? When Hulk Hogan, of all people,
When he comes crashing down to the land of Japan.
Before all that, he was part of the AWA, the American Wrestling Association, before he joined the WWF.
Sorry, the last test that I took is fucking me up when it comes to
and right
acronyms.
then, he actually showed up in Japan as a villain. He was there, their name was Ichiban for him.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Damn.
And he was like this gargantuan
yeah.
American gaijin guy. Dude. And he faced down Antonio Inoki as well, right?
When you think about it, yeah, Hulk Hogan looks like a classic American villain you'd see in an anime. Impossibly tall and muscular, blue eyes, blonde hair, brother. Evil he looks like something out of Fist of the North Star. Holy shit.
I think this partnership would work because not only is Daniel Bryan in the middle of this whole conversation, but the WWE already have an ambassador over in Japan, former NXT Women's Champion from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Oh. Is she the one that goes like this?
No.
That's a different one.
Okay, no. Oh, so Kairi Sane, she's still working with WWE? She's an
ambassador in Japan.
Okay. Here's what's up, Angel.
It's good money, man.
You may or may not remember her. She came out from NXT, and she had this awesome sort of Lady Buccaneer fucking outfit on her. They dubbed her the Pirate Princess of NXT.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
I'll like to send you a picture of her. But
please do. That sounds
she's
cool.
so fucking cute. She's so fucking hot.
But yeah, that being said,
Stop making me simp for strong women, damn you.
No, simp for the strong.
No! Yamero!
Respect women's.
I think that this partnership with WWE New Japan will work, and at the same time, I don't think that it will affect the partnerships with Impact, with Ring of Honor, with All Elite Wrestling, or with CMLL or any other promotions that are working with New Japan. I think they're still going to be there.
Question for the ignorant here.
Go on.
Have these companies ever had their fighters fight each other?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that they will most likely use this partnership to create yet another drama storyline where people have loyalties torn as the business of the... Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm showing him a little picture of Kairi
That
Sane
is
over
not
here.
fair. You sure she's not a pirate anymore? Because I feel like she already stole my heart.
You sucker for
No!
you.
Yamero! But I digress.
Not at all.
Point in case, I agree with you that the partnership is good, but ultimately this raises two questions. That is actually
what I
pretty...
mean?
Wait a second. Oh god, she looks like a VTuber.
She's a real life VTuber come to life,
It's
Angel.
sensual. But I digress. Now, I agree with Joe in that it's going to work, but here's my question for this. How much of this pie can WWE get its hands on?
Slide forward, Jose.
Because here's the thing. If they get the whole thing, admittedly, it is the least unlikely scenario, but if they get the whole thing, they win. Like, who can possibly oppose them at this point?
Here's the thing. With the existing partnerships that New Japan has with the other promotions,
Yeah.
I think that WWE will only get a certain percentage of that pie, and along with Daniel Bryan, only allow a certain number of wrestlers to travel to Japan and put on awesome matches, and vice versa, bring some wrestlers from New Japan to the WWE, and they'll probably either be featured on NXT or on NXT UK.
That is most likely the case, because I figure the other three companies have time contracts. You know, you can't just, hey, we're breaking this shit up, goodbye, kind of thing.
Like, I think because they actually stumbled into something, and I actually want to expound on this. Isn't there an issue right now with travel between Japan and the U.S.? Isn't there still like COVID travel problems?
We haven't heard if they loosened up the rules ever since.
Because last I checked, they're still not allowing anyone from the U.S. to travel to Japan and vice versa. However, that doesn't apply to WWE they're doing work in the United Kingdom because they have NXT UK over there.
And they have a Japanese wrestler wrestling in NXT UK.
So
That is correct.
It stands to reason that if they're going to test the waters on this, at least for the moment, while there's still any sort of restriction for travel due to COVID, that's where it's probably going to spring up. You mark my words, Jose. You fell into it, but like you sort of stumbled into this idea. But mark my words, if there is going to be a New Japan Pro Wrestling and WWE partnership, it will begin at NXT UK. I predict it now. Call me Ed Ed Mooney, who's Nostradamus on Chappelle's show, Negro Damas. I am Juancho Damas here.
Arrows down.
Why people don't like Wayne Brady? Because Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
Jesus Christ. So,
but I
we're
predict now.
going to put this on the bingo board and see
Yes.
if Juan's prediction comes
Let's
true.
You know what? Yes, we'll put it on the bingo board. You may be right. I personally am a little more optimistic. I would like to see New Japan wrestlers featured on NXT so I could watch them on TV.
So
That would be
stateside.
nice.
Stateside.
Besides, it would also be interesting to see the culture clash between the wrestlers from Japan and the Western ones. I mean, the sport is the same, but they're still not the same people.
Like
so
you're not right. You're not wrong about that. Like folks usually have one stupid issue that comes up with Vince McMahon running WWE wrestling with wrestlers who are either from Lucha Libre or Japan. He thinks that they have too much of a language barrier to be able to communicate effectively in the ring. When you have Joseph, I know you love this guy. When you have folks who worked in the WWE in the past, the Japanese buzzsaw himself, Yoshihiro Tajiri,
the man.
who started in ECW and worked in the WWE for many years, who I don't think he ever had any sort of misstep in a match that was harmful to either himself or anyone else. And that guy, he slaps like a motherfucker.
He kicks like a motherfucker,
He kicks
too.
like a motherfucker.
So he's a supreme technician, never a single bad move in his life.
Exactly, and in order to pull those moves off, you have to be able to communicate with your opponent in the ring properly.
Mm-hmm.
So if a guy like Tajiri is able to do that stuff in the WWE, that this is in the early 2000s. So who's to say that the folks who are in New Japan Pro Wrestling now can't do the same in the WWE as well. You've got Gaijin like the Bullet Club, who started up in New Japan Pro Wrestling as like the evil Gaijin faction there.
Yep.
Bullet Club.
Yeah, I proudly wear the original shirt of the Bullet Club.
You even
What's
have
up?
WWE
Sounds
wrestlers
pretty
who
metal.
used to wrestle in New Japan. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, to name a few
Yeah,
examples.
I remember
Yeah.
Shinsuke.
And
Has this really sick theme with the violins
He
and shit.
still has it
Hell, even freaking Brock Lesnar used to wrestle for New Japan.
for like 5 minutes.
Everybody wanted to be a weeaboo back in those days.
Yep. The point being is that I think this will work, and everyone else will still have their slice of cake, and I think everything. And this is just me because I love wrestling. I think everything will be right in the world of wrestling.
Well, we want to hear what you folks think. If you're watching this program now, or if you're watching on one of the replays, go ahead. Like I said, hit like and subscribe for Angel to learn more about Gaijin wrestling.
Please,
And
I need to know more about this lore.
And leave us your comments on your thoughts regarding this entire discussion of the WWE working together with New Japan Pro Wrestling. How is this going to affect the other smaller promotions like Impact and All Elite Wrestling? And are you going to share in my Schadenfreude on the folks in the internet wrestling community bemoaning the loss of the great indies because they dared to work with the evil empire? I am just waiting for that shit. Because you better believe these
it's gonna
folks
happen.
have no fucking principle other
Man.
than WWE bad.
You know,
No, motherfucker.
this
You're gonna
wrestling industry is turning a lot like the video game industry. Massive corporation devours everything and gets away with illegal crimes.
I think fans are I think some of the fans who say that shit are fucking toxic. Like whether it's wrestling or video games or Star Wars or anything. Like you talk shit like that. Like come on, man.
It's very easy to look at a big bad corporation and say that they are the big bad corporation, especially when 99% of the time it turns out to be the big bad corporation.
And they are stupid about it. But at the end of the day, you've got to figure this is going to be a good plan to help bring Japanese promotions and bring Japanese talents to the U.S. on something that people will actually watch.
Now,
At the end of the day, AEW may be the big cool place where the cool kids are, but they still, to this day, can't beat Raw or SmackDown.
no, they can't. They can beat Raw because Raw has bringing in some very, very, very low low ratings in the last couple of weeks. But SmackDown right now is kicking all the ass.
Okay.
Indeed.
So your overall conclusion seems to be that this is ultimately a positive movement because it will increase the awareness of the Japanese talent, and on the other hand, it will increase the talent's amount for money. While the more cynical fans believe this might be a bad thing because WWE essentially could consume Japan in itself and start making unpleasant changes. It's always about the changes, folks.
It always is. And on that note, just to mention a little side thing. And
Because we know what Jose cares about, and
Hey,
that's only
stop.
wrestling. Haha.
Stop. I care about other things.
Yeah,
I
like
want-
female only wrestling.
Hey, shut up.
Well,
judging you, bro.
dude, no.
Yeah.
No, have you
100%. Fuck yeah.
No, you need to see Shine, you need to see Wow. You need to see how these women roll.
Yeah, on a side note here,
Slide.
more further details on the AEW moving to TBS next year in 2022. First of all, before I get into it, I finally got the details out. So what's happening in this deal? AEW is moving their flagship show, Dynamite, to Wednesday nights on TBS at the beginning of next year. They're also going to have their Friday 1-hour show, Rampage, on TBS. They're still going to have their programming on TNT, but how it's going to work is that they're going to produce like quarter annual TV specials on TNT every quarter of the year.
So they're trying to inject as much content as they can on the schedule.
Exactly.
Maximum exposure, essentially.
Exactly. And
There
yeah,
is merit for the repetition approach, but do you think that could actually work for them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I did pull up a recent
Slide
article
forward, Joe.
from comicbook.com. Cody Rhodes talks about the move to TBS in an exclusive interview with them. Let's see. All the rest is our vice president, his wife. Yep. They have their first child. All right. Let's see. Yep. I'm trying to skip along to look for the more
Just
important.
flicking through all these unimportant murder attempts.
Right. All
Once
right.
you're done with that, I need to show you guys something a little crazy here, Jose, if you don't mind.
All right, here we go. When he was asked, what is your reaction to AEW getting moved to TBS next year? His response, Tony Khan was able to facilitate the best possible deal for All Elite Wrestling, and that means more money for the content. And then, more importantly, the term that Bret White's at WrestleMania used is the best term. It truly is an expansion. We're just expanding our brand to TBS, that being Rampage coming over to TBS, Dynamite itself, 4 specials, a la Clash of the Champions, our Saturday night's main event. Those were kind of comparable. having those on TNT were really all over, and just watching the upfronts for Warner Media to see our penetration and presentation made me really proud that we've been such a huge success.
Well, they certainly seem proud of doing all that penetration. But I digress. Ultimately, this doesn't seem like a bad business deal. If only by virtue essentially forcing the impression of your show into people's memories by repetition, it might get the job done one way or another.
Folks, if you want to see more AEW penetrating the airwaves, hit the subscribe button here for the Ravens Flock so we can continue covering it.
Oh, no, because we're so close. The sign has gotten ever so closer to my balls. This is now
Swing.
extra lewd.
Swing.
Scum.
Well, if you need things extra lewd, I do keep emergency condoms in my camera bag.
Why the fuck are those in your camera bag?
Do you have any idea what could happen in terms of sexiness at a con?
Well,
Macho,
to be fair,
packing condoms is not part of your job description.
If something happens like that in a con, I hope to find myself on the bed, not in the entrance with a camera looking inside,
You
because
think I'm
that's just
kidding,
weird.
gentlemen? Ha ha!
What is
Don't
it,
listen
Trojan
to
brand?
him.
Yes,
Yes.
no, it's a Magnum.
Trojan Magnum Bear
Trojan man.
the official condom of the Ravens.
Oh my God!
The Ravens
Son
Flock is
of-
here to proudly sponsor the thin, ripped goodness of Trojan Man.
Oh my God! You
You know
son
what?
of a bitch!
Considering what the Trojans did, I'm not sure condoms might be the smartest thing they could pull
And
off.
yes,
in
the
there.
Ravens Flock does promote safe sex, folks.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Before we go into anything further, I do want to share something. Gentlemen, have either of you two seen the announcement trailer to season 5 of Rick and Morty?
Yes, actually, I saw
No.
it. It was
Oh,
hilarious.
Jose hasn't seen it yet?
It was fun. Show him. It was funny.
All right, I will show you, Jose. And yes, folks, you're watching a live reaction of Jose Casabona seeing the trailer to season 5 of Rick and Morty, which premieres June 20th on Adult Swim.
That's
Shoot
right.
me straight, Juan.
Someone out there is trying to kill us.
Oh, it's playing Beastie Boys.
Uh-huh.
Richard, sorry? Who is that?
Now what?
Now we
Go, team, go,
Oh, for fuck's sake. The thing doesn't rotate right.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Oh, God. It rotated even worse.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
When do I ask you for anything? When do you? I haven't been to a full week in 7 years. I don't know
I don't know shit.
Strange, horny.
This is hysterical.
Sweetie, don't get all worked up before your job interview.
Job interview. Actually, yeah. Something's off.
Oh!
Got a Voltron.
Voltron shit. They can't help it, man. Every time.
Oh, God. Oh, y'all, this is sabotage.
It's okay, Morty. That's what you do. Let me Deus Ex Machina this and let's go home. 11 p.m. This is out there even for us. They can hear you, Morty. Only on Adult Swim.
Oh my God!
This one's looking a little better than the
Okay.
previous one. I appreciate
Okay.
this.
I
all
needed
right.
to. I needed to share that. I needed to show that to you, Jose.
No,
Angel, you've seen
you're
it
good,
already?
man.
Guys, your thoughts, real quick.
I'm enjoying the possibility of this one being more comedically focused than the previous one. I got no problem with Rick and Morty's drama episodes, but after a while it felt like they were trying to take over the overall backwards of the plot. So yeah, bring it on. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, especially that one Voltron thing. I want to see that
The
episode.
Rick and
on it-
Morty Voltron.
Let's be
That is
honest,
so stupid.
Whenever cartoons here make a parody of giant robots, Voltron seems to be the #1 choice for some reason. I wonder
know, right?
why.
Well, maybe it's because it's quite possibly the best original the giant robot fighting team.
It was one of the first ones to come to the States as well. It's
Exactly.
kind of ingrained in memory. If
Yep.
you didn't
Oh,
like it,
man.
you knew about
Go
it.
ahead and slide forward, Jose. You keep sliding back. You keep
I'm
sliding
trying not
backwards
to.
here.
Come on, bro. Stop sliding into the background when you're supposed to be on the foreground of the band.
But yeah, no, I'm
Exactly.
excited for this, and I can't wait to watch it when it comes out. Like the trailer says, it comes out on June 20th on Adult Swim.
Joe, would you mind if I did a split screen or something over here when we put this up to actually show the trailer as well? Well, I'll make sure to try to flip it in the thing, and
You
we're
can.
reacting.
I just don't want us to like get knocked down by a YouTube.
We
bot.
want reaction channels happen all the time. We can
Yeah,
just put it as a segment with the actual trailer on the bottom, and
Exactly.
we'll get to see how that works. Trust me,
So
it's fine.
you know how we point to Angel's legs for people to like and subscribe?
Please
we're gonna
stop
point
pointing
over
at my
to,
crotch for people.
We're going
like
to
and
point over
subscribe.
to my leg over here to actually put the thing of Rick and Morty down.
Now Juan gets to start an OnlyFans.
And now
Oh
I
my God.
And now I have an actual reason to keep a condom in my bed.
all he eats,
Oh my
all
God.
he eats is custard pudding. He calls it the OnlyFlans.
The only flan.
The only flans. All right. Well, now we're gonna turn things over to Angel. Angel, I know that there's been some exciting announcements for those who are fans of the Sonic the Hedgehog games.
That is correct, my friend. And jumping into the series of the video game department, it appears that there has been a series of announcements that left people very, very excited with Sega. Before Sonic the Hedgehog, we're actually getting another virtual fighting game after like almost 10 years.
Holy shit, virtual fighting, yes.
Graphics-wise, they're going full 3D on this one, and I'm
Yes,
seeing the
yes,
gameplay
yes,
look a lot
yes,
more
yes.
faster and combo-focused, so we'll see how that one
Oh,
turns
God.
I'm
out.
all about faster.
Okay,
Yeah.
we need like Sega needs to get up and Capcom up in this bitch. We need to get the, because clearly we're not getting work on Bayonetta 3, so we need some work
has
on
been-
a crazy combo somewhere.
It has been 499 days since the first Bayonetta announcement.
Damn, you've been keeping count?
Yeah, there's an actual like.
There's an actual counter where?
There's a Twitter account that literally posts the picture every day of how many days have been since the last Bayonetta announcement.
I'm gonna actually find that. You need to tell me the name of this Twitter account.
Let
so I
me
can-
find it. Give me a second. Hang on. It's been a while since I've seen them post anything. Please bear with us, our dear audience, as we perform research in real
No,
time.
you're fine, man. But go ahead and look that
Twitter,
up. Jesus, man.
Twitter, Bayonetta 3 news. Let's see if this is the one. The daily status of Bayonetta at
Oh, no.
Daily Bayonetta. Their most recent Twitter report. The number of days shown in the number of days since the 7th of
this one.
December.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It has been 1,268 days.
1,200. Oh my God! Look
since
at
we
it!
received
Look at it! This is real!
information on Bayonetta.
Oh my God! Okay, so folks, the Twitter is at Daily Bayonetta. I'm going ahead and having the Ravens Flock follow this, if only
Yes.
for the angst,
They
Oh
dis-
my
if only for the pain.
Sadly, yes, it has been almost, if not over 3 years since the first. Hey, 3 years! Ha 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 ha! Since the trailer for Bayonetta 3 dropped, which showed her fighting some mysterious enemy that was, quite frankly, kicking her ass. In fact, it seems that the enemy kills her during the trailer. He just splits her in
Cuts her
half.
split in half,
Yeah.
like a Lego lamb.
He's Sandaxus the witch.
You're supposed to carve the Lego lamb, not split it in half.
Delicious long witch pork. Unfortunately, beyond that point, and besides a big announcement by Mr. Kamiya, may he rest him, he fucking blocked me too. Son of a
Wait,
bitch.
Hideki Kamiya blocked you?
Yeah, that's an honor, my dude.
Oh, damn!
Actually, you know what? I gotta check. No, wait, I fucked up. He blocked my previous account. I don't know if he did anything with my current account. I might follow him to see what happens.
This him?
That is him, yeah. I don't think I'm blocked by him yet. I think it was my old account. I don't even know what I said to him.
Mr. Hideki Kamiya, please don't block the Ravens flock. We
Blocked.
love you. This guy has been after your affection for over a decade.
Please,
At least since the
Kamiya-san.
time that I've known him.
I will
He
simp.
loves you
I will
in the
simp for no
manliest way.
thought, but I will simp for you because you are actually a productive member of society and give me some. I will respect the garbage collectors more than I will respect those people.
Oh my
You gotta
God!
remember, it's not just people who do. thought
Actually, you know what? I will take it back. I take it back because it sounds like I'm being an asshole for no reason, and I always have a reason to be an asshole. I'm gonna put my thoughts on this matter in one solid sentence, so we may never have to bring
In
this
that
up
case,
again.
go ahead and tell the folks in the.
I do not hate you for chasing the bag, but I won't put you on a pedestal either.
Okay,
That's all.
all right, fine. Moving
That's
on.
it.
Okay, there's a difference on that.
I only
You'll
say
do-
this name because it's too many fucking words and I
you'll-
can't express myself properly when I have drugs in my system.
But you will put Hideki Kamiya on a pedestal.
Well, yeah, because he gives me video games and shit.
Okay. These
When I
folks
give
really-
him my money, he gives me a solid tangent benefit.
When these folks on OnlyFans, when
Oh
you give
my
them your money,
God.
they give you sexy time that you can enjoy for yourself.
Yeah, but for that, I
Gentlemen.
might as well just get an escort or something.
Gentlemen,
I digress.
please.
You know what?
see
That
it.
is-
So,
No,
you're,
that-
so
that
you're
is
okay with an
Mr. Tack, he's
escort.
right.
So you're okay with an escort.
Yes,
Totally-
because I get a material, tangible benefit out of it.
something that you get for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
as long as
need
you act-
to hold the reward in my hands.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay,
I will
what-
never become a Buddha because I cannot let go of the material desire. of grabbing some titties.
And just so it's okay to say we're gonna get back on track in a moment, but we're gonna go ahead and settle this now. So you're all right. Also, with like you said, with video game developers, and I know that for a fact that you do enjoy the waifus.
No problem with those.
You have no problem with those.
Not at all.
They don't provide you anything material either.
They provide me entertainment. But like I said, I will not put you on a pedestal.
But you put waifus on a pedestal.
Not the waifus, only the game developers.
I'm talking about like folks like who do like mangas or anime or
they give me manga and anime.
These folks give you sexy time for you to, to enjoy the same way that you would manga and anime.
Yes.
And more to the point, you get it directly from the one creator, whereas the manga and anime is actually a team effort. And consider that you get more gratification from manga and anime than you would from a single lady on OnlyFans in a way that kind of makes you bisexual.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Book sexual.
What?
Book. Manga is a book.
The manga is a book, and it's created by not just the one person who's an artist. But you have multiple artists who work on it, and not all of them are female. Most of them are men as well,
Listen,
which makes you kind of bi.
I'm just saying, Kubo could get it.
You'll wait out for Taikubo.
Regardless of the matter. Point is, I am a materialistic man, so I want my rewards to be material. You know what I'm saying?
You still can't material.
Not material enough. Not solid or gaseous or liquid. Thoughts
He
don't
wants
count.
something he can literally touch.
Exactly. I have fingers. Let me use them.
Jesus.
Let me
You can
smash.
touch. You can't touch you can't touch the women in the anime.
Well,
They're not real.
I'm not watching the anime to touch the women. You don't understand. Listen, man, I need to introduce some nuance to this shit. Because clearly we're going out of track, and I actually gotta get back to talking about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
you know
we
what?
went from
We
nuance-
will all simp for Sonic the Hedgehog, though.
You guys went from nuance to nuisance.
Exactly.
You know,
Nuance to
padding
there's
for
no
time is what
tits.
We're padding for time, okay? Give me a break.
We went from nuance to no tits. Where the tits at, though?
Shut up.
No, I mean the bird. I haven't seen one of those in years.
I haven't seen one of those in a while either.
Those
Not
are
even when I
cool.
went to a wildlife reserve when I was in high school.
How strange. But anyway, let's get
that
back
was
to
20
what the
years.
actually important things in this life are, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah!
Now, as we know, that beloved blue mascot has had a somewhat tumultuous relationship with its own fandom, given the mixed quality of their mini games and more recent releases. But everybody can agree that in between and then, when they make a good game, they usually make a really good game.
The less we say about the fan base, however, the better. Noting personnel, kid.
Nothing dude, seriously.
Noting personnel,
Go
kid.
type Juan the Hedgehog on
No!
Do it.
I've seen Juan the Hedgehog! No!
A little
No,
challenge.
fuck it, I don't care. I'll do it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I want to see the first result has to be the one
Oh
you
my
get.
god, here we go, guys.
A little challenge for our beloved viewers. Type your name, the Hedgehog, on Google. Make sure to turn off the safe search.
You're gonna need the safe search off.
Let me see that shit.
No!
Let me see it.
What is this stupid thing? God, what the fuck? What is this guy?
Sombrero, oh my god.
Sombrero, the hedgehog. El hedgehogio.
Shadow el Hedgehog.
One chubby hedgehog.
muchachos.
Adios, muchachos.
One chubby hedgehog 2019. Oh, God.
Ah!
What are these things?
Put it away.
That image was drawn 3 minutes at the time with one hand.
Ah! Why am I still scrolling?
Right, so going back
Voting
to...
personnel, kid. My eyeballs. Fuck.
Look what you did with Juan.
He deserves it. That's what he gets for questioning my impeccable taste and 100% always right opinions.
They're not right if they're opinions. They're
I'm going to be
subjectively-
feeding that shit to his business email for the rest of his life now.
You don't know my business email.
Tell me his business email.
He doesn't know my business email.
Find out and tell me.
He doesn't know how to work.
I
his own
already
phone.
bribed your wife.
With what?
She's weak to art supplies.
And
Oh my god.
she's
you
weaker to the Juancho Damas over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But the material reward of pain is greater than the one of your dick right now.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's just it. Like, I'm gonna try and not get into. You know, when we clip this section, we're going to include, by the way, the Angels Only fans rant. There.
I'm not ranting. I'm merely answering
It's
questions.
It's.
I am merely answering
All right.
questions. Now, speaking
trying
about
not to
questions,
deviate. Go
what the
ahead.
hell's going on with Sonic? One of the most beloved games in the Sonic series, Sonic Colors, originally that came out for the Wii, is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on September the 7th. For those of you who don't know, Sonic Colors came out after the much more well-liked than 2006, but somewhat controversial Sonic Unleashed, which gathered quite a bit of praise for its beautiful music, amazing graphics, excellent running stages, but at the same time gathered quite a bit of criticism for the werehog stages, which, while not bad, had a series of problems, including ridiculous length, that seriously bogged down the gameplay experience a little bit.
Okay, if it's anything like Sonic 06, then yeah, I could totally understand, but I don't think it was nearly that bad.
Thankfully, no. Sonic the Unleashed
Thank
was
God.
far better in every aspect possible.
I remember seeing some bits of Sonic Unleashed when I was younger, and I thoroughly enjoyed the bits the time that I had with it.
It was by itself, once you get over its flaws, a very good game, but Sonic Colors was the one that brought Sonic back into the spotlight of once again being well known and beloved, because it was one of the games that was unilaterally loved by almost everyone.
Well,
Like,
good,
there was
that's good.
genuinely not that much to complain about the game. The running was fast, the music was great. Why am I saying that? Sega always makes amazing music. Excuse me, that was a stupid...
They really
Point in
do.
case is, one of the most beloved games is coming in, and it will not be the only one. The platformer that originally announced in 2010, Jesus, I'm old, it gathered quite a following due to its stunning visuals, additional features, new mode, and improved gameplay enhancements. The game will also be getting a 2-part animated tie-in called Rise of the Wisps. The first episode will be out later this summer.
Ooh.
Nice.
We're not done yet. The announcement is also coming on the headlining piece of a Sonic-focused Nintendo event, which included the reveal of other games. Sega has announced that the next big flagship Sonic title is in the works by Sonic Team, though sadly we don't have any more details aside from the fact that it will be released on 2022. Let's hope they have learned their lessons.
Oh wow!
And aside from that, we're getting a collection of classic games called the Sonic Origins, which will be combined in the first 3 games along with Sonic 3D and an animated Netflix series called Sonic Prime.
Nice.
Sonic.
For the fans
Oh,
of
the
the
Sonic.
Blue Blur, we are getting an enormous deluge of sweet content. Honestly, there was even somebody on social media complaining that they were getting nothing but rehashes. And I'm just seeing here, they're making a new game. You're just going to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah,
And
no.
you know what? I think I can wait. considering
As a
shit went
Sonic
through.
fan, personally, I am very excited for this.
This is fun. This is good fun.
Are you telling
Yeah,
me
Thank you,
Sega?
Sega.
Sega is telling us that fun is allowed.
Yes,
Fun is allowed when you go fast.
Gotta go fast to catch that fun.
Yes.
And of course, that comes connected with the fact that it's been confirmed a few months ago that we're getting a second Sonic movie with Tails and Echidna's the Enchilada.
Knuckles, the Echidna,
Yeah.
voiced by not Dan Green. Come on, Like,
we had a beautiful opportunity. Come, okay, you know what? Maybe the guy is just completely retired from the industry right now. Considering
Maybe. Or
considering
they-
he's got 2 kids to raise, I can't blame him.
Or they might have somebody else more mainstream in mind.
Most like, oh god, it's gonna be a famous rapper. It's gonna be black, isn't it?
Oh God, I hope.
There
I
is
don't
there
know.
is a constant running joke that Knuckles is the black guy of Sonic Team.
He's the black guy.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, the game that spawned that meme is Sonic Adventure 2, where Knuckles sounds like a black dude and is always accompanied by a hip hop soundtrack, but he's actually voiced by a white guy. He
He's a
was
gangster.
literally that wigger.
He's a wigger. He's a gangster.
Oh
He's a
my
gangster.
God.
Oh
So
God.
yeah, Knuckles, just like Piccolo, has been somewhat affectionately stereotyped as a black dude. I don't know how that works, but
Oh,
okay.
Dreadlocks, isn't it?
It's definitely.
It's because he's red, isn't it?
It's because he's had 4 dicks, doesn't he?
Wait, what?
Echidnas
Echidnas
have
have 4
quadruple
dick-
penises.
Oh shit. Well,
And now you understand why he
Clearly,
gets
the
super
animal
shit.
kingdom is a carnival of horrors, and quite frankly, I'm embarrassed to be a part of it.
Worry not, my friend, for no matter how terrible nature is, it cannot compare to the horrors that the human mind can unleash. So there was this game called Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh God.
It was a third-person hunter/shooter in a post-apocalyptic world where
I
the
know where
main
he's going with
character,
this.
a beautiful red-headed woman called Aloy, engages in life-threatening, dangerous situations fighting horrible mechanical abominaciones. It was actually a pretty fun game. The story was kind of you know.
It's more like a high C, low B.
Yeah, nothing too interesting or spectacular. Has some good moments. Ultimately, the gameplay and the atmosphere carried it. The game is, thankfully, getting a sequel. And everybody will be happy, except some people are not very happy. Because apparently, now that the game...
You're gonna love this, folks.
The game is getting ported to PlayStation 5. And you know how they say the camera adds 10 pounds?
yeah.
Apparently, the console change adds like 50. This is
Oh,
her.
God.
This is her face model. This is Aloy on 1. She looks perfectly normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
thing.
I gotta click the tab. This is her on 2. Something has
okay.
gone wrong.
Something happened over here.
Is this really what we wanted?
No. Here's what's up.
No one's been happy with
Here's
this.
what's up. This is sort of like in between here. Do you know which Horizon Zero Dawn game?
That's the first one.
That's the first one. Okay.
She looks proportionate, but
and,
then
and even then, her face does have a little bit more fullness in
yeah,
the cheek here.
dude, she
but
has
not
muscles.
nearly like that.
But here, she looks downright kind of obese.
On
And
the face, even though the rest of the
the
body
body's
was fine.
perfectly normal, so it makes the face look kind of disproportionate.
So it makes sort of the cheeks areas here look fuller.
Is she having an allergic reaction to machinery?
Like,
Oh my god.
okay, so obviously folks are making dumb fat jokes about this. Other folks are saying like,
It's the
but
internet,
they're,
baby.
Oh, but they're representing full people. Like, no, it's not.
No,
I have one joke to
No.
share.
it means the character designer fucked up at some point. That's what it means.
Yeah, they
I have
kinda
one joke
stirred it
to
up a little.
guys. I have one joke to share.
Of course you do.
Whoever animated this, they need to be fired. Fire this guy.
Yeah, no, that's the
That's
joke.
not a joke.
That's not a joke. That's a statement of fact.
Yeah, there you
Like, okay, I can understand taking the character model of a CG character for a video game and changing them to show a progression of like where the character is going in their life.
Yeah, that
And
happens.
Of course, like you've got people aging, you've got people looking a little different as time goes on. Geralt in the Witcher
Really?
games doesn't
Yeah.
always look the same. He either has more scars on him or he's got a beard sometimes he doesn't. Like, but there's a progression. Here we don't see that much of a progression in terms of Aloy's like growth physically, because obviously she's getting older in the storylines. But all of a sudden she's got fuller cheeks on them.
Yeah.
And
Maybe she was stuffing nuts inside for the winter.
oh no. Oh god, I didn't even think of that one. Okay,
Dude,
that's
that
a good
sounds like
joke.
something like that would happen in God of War.
I mean, to be fair though, the game drew some comparisons to God of War because both of the settings take place into a location that eventually turns very snowy.
Yeah, I know. The way you're describing
yeah,
it sounds like
I
something
got
Kratos would teach his son.
In a sense, yeah. Mind you, to be fair, Aloy, the main character, named after metal because basically the gameplay is more like a third-person shooter with melee, and you use different weapons with a bunch of different features to set up traps and break away parts of the machinery. Because there is a very interesting thing in this game. Humanity is at the level of like cavemen, basically tribal society, but for some reason the world is invaded by mechanical machines that imitate animals and beasts. So you see people walking
Which is
around
cool.
with armor and weapons made of basically extremely advanced weaponry that has been taken apart and soldered together haphazardly.
haphazardly.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like her main weapon is a spear that basically just happens to have like a cyber key to deactivate machinery. It's like the plot power spear.
Oh, no.
She doesn't know what it is, so they call it a weapon of the gods.
See, that's cool. And I love the premise of the stories, and I love the premise of the game. I never find enough time in my life to actually get to play the games that I'm enjoying with my friends, with all y'all.
Hey Juan, look at all these cool things that you will never touch.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I like the story.
I'm
Walking away
slowly,
from you.
yeah, the pile of games is slowly fading away, and Juan is just running in slow motion
It's like the
towards
first
the
episode-
light.
It's like the first
running
episode
away
of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Yami's in a fever
Grandpa,
dream. No, where Yami's in a fever dream and he sees his deck going away from him.
Oh no, my deck is going away from me. Sadly, no Yu-Gi-Oh! News recently, unfortunately.
Yeah, but nevertheless,
course-
despite the flawed animation of the main character,
Like,
there are still fans who are still
Oh
excited.
no, there's a 40-minute video there you can say. The gameplay looks as good as ever. It's just the main character's head looks like somebody who shouldn't be able to do what she does. Honestly, I feel kind of bad because I'm like, how come she doesn't have more muscles? She's been doing this for a long time now. We could have had Stonk Alloy. Instead, we got lead, soft and heavy.
I'm actually over here thinking like, dude, we like I don't know, I don't mind if she's like fuller, like if it would show that she's either worked out more and like gotten stronger.
Put some meat on those bones,
or
girl.
If, like I don't know how the fucking society in the game works. Like maybe she became a tribe leader or something.
I don't remember what happened at the end of the game. No, wait, no. She didn't become the tribe. She did something important, but she didn't take
But
control
like
of the
if
tribe.
you were like a leader of a tribe, you're not going to be as active as you would be. So maybe you pack on a couple of pounds, but you still have the intimidating presence. Like I may not be out and active in the field anymore, but I could still whip your ass.
Unfortunately,
It would make
this has
sense.
resulted in a
but
different
this is literally same character, same build, chipmunk cheeks.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't help that this has resulted in people discovering a rather nasty issue with character rendering in video games.
In video games, and
Specifically in the West, for some bizarre reason, I don't know if this is a personal choice by the developers because they're prudes or some shit, but for some reason, every woman, and I do mean every woman that works in mocap capture, their model always looks infinitely uglier than the real thing. The dudes look normal, all the women just look... When you render them, you could bring the most beautiful woman in there, from the plainest of Jays to the most beautiful Marilyn Mansons. That's not a woman. Marilyn Monroe's. Marilyn Manson is beautiful in a completely different way.
Except kind of he's diddled kids. So.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's disappointing. I'll look about that next time.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry to say I won't be able to stay too long because the moment the show
almost
ends,
done.
I gotta head out to some stuff. But
no worries.
Okay, so yeah, for some bizarre reason, the Western industry keeps making women uglier than they should be.
Oh god.
And I think somebody needs to investigate that shit because come on, bro. These are beautiful athletes that dedicate their time to do. If you can get TJ Styles and put his entire magnificence in the form of Godzilla, TJ Storm.
TJ Storm.
That's
We
TJ
met him.
Storm.
He's the guy.
Yeah,
That's Godzilla.
listen, exactly. If they can portray the beautiful male beauty of TJ Storm inside a Godzilla suit, surely they can do this with some beautiful lady. Because you've seen Aloy's main actress. She looks great. Why can't we do the same thing for the game?
Okay.
What is
Is
happening
she just
here?
the character model?
She's the character model and the facial model as well.
Okay, so she also does the voice acting and the facial
Yeah.
acting.
No, actually, no. She doesn't do voice acting, but she does the facial mocap. So you think it would be easier to get the face properly. And I think there's something with the software because this doesn't even apply to beautiful women. Remember the Jedi Fallen Order game I gave you?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the name of the black chick that does your teaching, the master, the disgraced
The
Jedi man?
actress, Deborah Wilson.
Yeah, look at Deborah Wilson and look at her in the game. In the game, she looks like a frog sometimes. Her eyeballs just go...
Okay, I actually need to show you Deborah Wilson because she does have larger
I know,
eyeballs.
but they are way more
Give me a
fucking
second.
exaggerated in the game, dude.
Yeah.
She looks like they're gonna come out and start talking to me or some shit.
Are you looking into my soul?
Yes. Wow, that's a lot of porn. Jesus, man. What the fuck?
That's my mind. Get away from it.
I thought you wanted to say that's my mom. I'm like, wait, what? What? Listen,
Listen,
I'm
my
gonna
soul-
go, bro.
Look, man, my soul needs a hobby.
Yeah, no, that looks at least that looks proportionate. She has big fucking eyeballs, but they look like they fit inside her skull. In the game, I think it's the way the engine renders them, but it feels like I can see the separate model rolling inside the skull. It's just
Hold on, I think there's a bit of a comparison here. Well, here's
yeah. See, look at that face.
Damn.
it's not quite as bad.
It's pretty bad
It's
too.
it's up there, but not quite as bad over here.
It's pretty bad too. Now, that being said, aside from that, the game itself looks fine. So if we can ignore that little issue, it shouldn't be much of an issue if what interests you is the gameplay. But really, people in the game industry, it's okay to render the women pretty, okay? Nobody's gonna kill you.
It's not even the matter of like rendering them pretty. Render them a little closer to
Their real
how they
selves.
look. Okay,
Do a better job.
They did.
There.
They fucked up.
do better. There. Yeah, no, the Raven's Flock is all for do better.
Honestly,
You need to be better.
the one that makes me sorry is Ellie's girlfriend in The Last of Us 2. Because her actual model is a beautiful, adorable woman, and their actual game model looks like a caricature of a Jewish person.
That is evil.
And she's actually Jewish, which is even better.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
Like, it doesn't look deformed, but you can tell that they emphasize her nose so much, it takes like 15% of her face.
Listen,
That
we're
is-
not asking for perfection from the Western developers.
We're asking for some effort, you shits.
Yeah, we're asking for some effort, something that'll leave a lasting impression on all video gaming nerds.
Now, it left a lasting impression. Just wasn't exactly what we were.
On a positive note, not on a negative note. Of course, they left a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Well, speaking of positive notes, we have two releases that could bring some positivity to our world. In the last...
You realize that we got to split so many little fucking things out of this little half hour that you got. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yes.
Because you're bringing in a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you for that, K-Storm. Thank you, K-Storm.
Our beloved K-Storm has brought forth our special collection of metallic fleshlights.
No.
It's the only thing that gives the sensation of feeling to Angel's soul.
I can no longer enjoy things. I need pain. But I digress. In the good times, we have the releases of the Mass Effect Remaster Collection I haven't played it yet, but apparently they fixed a few things. Very nice. And Shin Megami Tensei 3, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Apparently, not only does it come with improved gameplay touches and much better graphics operations. Ooh, nice. We're also getting a remastered soundtrack that can be changed to the original. Dude, shit, that looks pretty cool, dude. I know, I won't lie, that is pretty cool.
I'll
And
show y'all
we're
later.
also getting 2 modes for the game. The original game, with none of the special features. The Legendary Edition, that has Raido Kuzunoha from the Raido Kuzunoha series, instead of Dante. And the Maximus Edition, which is the one that has Dante, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. El Matador de Demonios, Dante.
Ah, qué bueno, qué bueno.
Sí. Now, that's the good news. Unfortunately, it is time for the funny news now.
Oh boy, how funny.
So as you know, Blizzard has a bit of a spotty reputation right now.
Oh, that funny.
They have made some bad decisions.
So haha funny.
They have fucked up some business, and they have been asking us if we have any phones.
Free the Uyghurs.
Wait, can they go lower?
Yes, they can. Well, I wouldn't call it... oh, hold on a second. I gotta make sure. Okay. I got the report right here. I'm sorry. The camera lagged a little bit.
No, you're fine.
So it would seem that, to everybody's surprise, there will be no BlizzCon 2021.
Oof.
That's right. There were a lot of cons that are happening, but it would seem that BlizzCon itself has decided that that's not what they're doing. According to our
Lord.
friends of the Verge, BlizzCon, Blizzard's annual fan convention, has been cancelled this year due to complications brought forward by COVID-19, just like it was cancelled last year. That's right. We haven't had a BlizzCon since that amazing BlizzCon where they announced Diablo for the phone and basically told you, fuck you on your favorite
Back
franchise.
in 2019.
Oh.
Yes.
Damn.
Now, this was announced by the company on Wednesday, so it's nice and fresh off the oven. We can take a bite into it. Building an in-person BlizzCon is an epic and complex affair that takes many months of preparation, not just for us, but also for the many talented productions partners, esports, pros, hosts, entertainers, artists, and other collaborators we team up with locally to put all the pieces together, said Zaraline Smith, BlizzCon's executive producer. The ongoing complexities and uncertainties of the pandemic have impacted our ability to properly move forward in many of these fronts, and ultimately, we are now past the point where we're able to develop any kind of event we would want to create for you in November. Aside from that, they basically said that they were going to make a very vague statement, because honestly, Blizzard has been nothing but vague since the corona hit. The biggest thing that we received from them is the announcement that they are going to do something big with Overwatch, a game that began incredibly popular and now is mostly known by the oodles of porn it created. Seriously.
So you're totally okay with the Overwatch porn?
Honestly, it makes me kind of sad.
How?
Because the game had a future. Fun fact, the Overwatch game was actually scraped from a previous project that was supposed to be a single-player game, and it became a multiplayer game. And for a while, it was a fun game until I realized that there was nothing to do except grind for points forever and ever to get a bunch of cosmetics. And the story that they lauded as being so important, to the point that they made several high-quality animated shorts about the story of the characters, ultimately never actually appears in the game except for very few limited special events. I guess I can say I got into this game for the lore, and then I realized there was no lore at all. They had cyborg ninjas, man.
Damn.
How do you turn me away from cyborg ninjas, bro?
found a way.
Oh, they found a way somehow.
So yeah, Blizzard in general basically announced one of our most profitable ventures is going to have... Oh yeah, by the way, get this. Recently, I almost forgot to announce this one. Blizzard realized that they made a mistake. Overwatch has like 40 fucking player characters.
Yeah.
And it's team-based, which means that eventually the players, through practice and error, are going to start finding combinations of characters that work very well together, and they're going to start dominating the meta. So Blizzard has done one of the strangest decisions I've ever seen for a multiplayer team-based shooter. They have enforced a party system.
Oh boy, here we go.
You know how the MMOs go? You need a tank, you need a DPS, you need a healer?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. The characters in Overwatch are split between damage characters, tank characters, and healers. Very self-explanatory.
Yes.
You can only have 2 of each on every team, which means that 2 players have to be DPS, 2 players, well, at least 1 player has to be a tank, and at least the other 2 players have to be healers.
Now,
Because otherwise you could have shit like a team of 5 healers that never die.
actually, before you
Whoopsie.
continue, Juancho, I noticed that we have some comments on our stream.
Yep. Our buddy in Egypt, yours truly, Billy, showed up.
Oh,
last minute.
Billy, my boy.
Yeah, I'm late. Thanks, Borderlands. LOL. You guys started the stream a long time ago, right? So, if so, not keeping tabs on timings. Borderland GOT Game of the Year enhanced do be addicting, though.
It is indeed, and I am happy that you are enjoying Wolfenstein, the Nazi Killing Spree Order, and I do hope that you enjoy yourself to the shoes of Mr. B.J. Blazkowicz. Don't worry about missing it. You can always watch it again when we're done. I hope that you enjoy the content we produce, and as usual, we're happy to have you here. Now, let's go back to shitting on Blizzard for the 5 minutes I got before we have to say
go
goodbye.
ahead.
So, essentially, Overwatch, one of the best games that they had, has been turned into an MMORPG now.
No surprises.
You have to follow team composition. And that is, once you add the hilarious toxicity of the online of, what are you doing playing that shitty character? that character is only good to find on the hub under the SFM file. What are you doing? Stop that shit immediately.
No.
Jesus.
So basically now we have team composition has been enforced, because the one thing you want to do when you have a game with so many characters is force the party to use only so many of them. Shenanigans!
Damn.
And now on
Whoopsie.
top of that, we found out that due to what they claim to be the issues of Corona-19, COVID-95, beer bad for you, they are not going to have a con. So you know what this leads me to believe? They have nothing to announce. Blizzard seems to have been stuck in what can be considered a creative route. They feel like they plateaued. Then again, honestly, the gaming industry in general seems to be aping itself a lot more than it's looking at normal, like, original ideas. But that's for another episode, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Right now, it feels like all the big companies, Blizzard has reached that point where their projects are either so far away they can reveal them, or they really have no idea what to do. And considering that every decision they made recently has been of questionable levels of quality, I am very much inclined to believe the later. What do you guys think?
I'm actually inclined to believe you're right.
Yeah.
Like, Blizzard probably didn't have anything big to go on this, and you know for a fact that if they're losing their cash cow, like fucking the Overwatch, in terms of any sort of production or updates or anything new to do with it, you better believe that's a fucking problem.
It is a problem.
You
And
believe people are still playing World of Warcraft to this day?
At least World of Warcraft's still badass.
it is.
For what?
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just.
You
I
are
will-
full of salt, man.
No, all I have is facts. They just happen to be covered in sodium. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I fished them from the sea, fresh for you in the Angel Market.
No. I'm not knocking facts. I'm not knocking this, whether it knocks over the salt or not.
See, let me just salt
But
shaker.
that
just
being
click.
said, this is not good for Blizzard.
Yeah.
They really need to do something to get themselves out of this rut.
I doubt that this is going to bankrupt them or anything.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not going to
it's
bankrupt. They're going
Blizzard.
to lose their fans.
They're already doing
Yes.
that. But
Well-
yeah, unfortunately, that is all for the news this time.
Can you believe this? Hold up.
What's the matter? What do you do?
Oh, nothing bad except
Oh.
now. Live right now.
Juan, you didn't have to. You
What is he doing?
didn't have to test this. You
Oh,
could've
I'm
tested
testing it
off
now.
the air.
Behold, no, behold the glory.
Oh my God!
Hey, that looks
Friends.
cool.
Romans, lend me your eyes and ears. This is not a story of hate, but a story of love. Love for
man.
technology, especially my love.
Camera one,
Well, look
camera
at that.
two, camera one,
It would seem that
camera two, camera one, camera.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Why is
Hold up.
camera 2 not moving though? That's
Why is camera 2 not moving, though?
No, why is camera one not?
No,
moving?
that camera 1's the one not moving. Wow, hold up.
Yeah.
Well, it appears that in the midst of my impatient rant, Juan was struck by a moment of inspiration. So now we have multi-angular, hyper-focused, extra strength, quadruple vision, HD, DVD,
Oh my
DD,
God.
Blu-ray 1080 PPs. Improvements in visual arts. Now, I am no graphics whore, but this is going to look good.
It
Oh,
is
yeah.
gonna look good. As soon as we, as soon as
Once we
fin-
get the take a look at that thing. Hang on a minute. Let me update that one.
Not bad.
Folks, you're right. You can't see squat here.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
we're getting there.
Is this what is called progress, Joe?
This is what it's called progress. This is called improvement. This is us going the next level.
What if I remove the R from progress and it just becomes poggers? Does that make it even better then?
Progress.
Poggers.
Progress.
Poggers.
That sounds like a brand name for food.
It actually means really good for some reason.
Progress.
Poggers.
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 Yeah, it came from this Asian guy that went like this.
I'll have to look that up.
Well, I found something that Joe doesn't know about internet culture, but I digress. With that, we are coming to the end of the gaming section and soon to the ending of the episode. It was a bit of a
folks, you can't see
50-50.
you. Give me a minute, man.
It was a bit of a
hang on minute.
50-50.
Yeah, Juan, just
Yeah,
get us back to camera 1. And
No worries.
We're stuck on camera 2 for now.
Fine.
We'll
Over
fix
here.
it later.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Regardless, with that, we're coming to the end, and I can pass over the baton to my illustrious leader here.
absolutely. We've come to the end of another exciting episode. I mean, and as always, continue to watch our content. No word as to whether Wrestle Rewind will come back next week due to the scheduling conflicts with TNT and the NBA and AEW. I will keep
Jesus
you guys
Christ.
posted. But until then, Juan, plug us away.
Actually, I need to finish because I need to finish with the
We got more comments.
comments on the chat.
Go
by
for it. It's yours,
Billy.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I may as well set up reminders on my phone for your streams, LOL, because YouTube does jack shit, which is not surprising. People still play Left 4 Dead 2, so that says something about nostalgic games. Yeah. Not that I played WoW myself. Much better now, in my opinion. Just increase the field of view. All right, we're going to work this out. We're just bringing this up. I just brought this up now because we got the equipment for it here. For 9 years, the Ravens flock has been, well, we touted ourselves as 3 a-holes in front of a camera.
Yes.
But now we could be 3 a-holes in front of 2 cameras.
We are reaching levels of vision never seen before.
Once we get a third, we'll reach the trifecta of
Then we'll
We're
put one
trying.
on the floor jar between our assholes and reach everything.
No, we're trying over here. We're going to get it figured out at some point soon. In any case, for now, I want to thank everybody for watching this week's live stream edition of the Ravens Flock. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Check your settings.
Privilege.
No, check your settings on YouTube. Double check to make sure that your live notification settings are on, because apparently YouTube is pee-pee right now.
Actually, this has been going on for a few months. Several channels have noted that YouTube is actively avoiding the alerts for certain channels that
No,
they
for
show
real.
controversial content.
When
Yeah.
Look, you want to know how bad it is? Earlier this week, when we had the re-release of our clip regarding Onision,
Yes.
the fucking the notifications didn't go out for it.
Man, are you
And I
telling me
sit it out-
YouTube is simping for Onision? They better not be.
That's
I'm gonna
fucking
be-
disgusting.
I
I'm
really
very
hope that's
disappointed.
not the case.
And we actually hope that you folks will continue to allow the Ravens flock to make your voice our mission. And of course, we invite you to continue to follow us on. Let's see, where is it? Oh, the fucking thing. No, I hate when this happens. I
Follow
guess.
us. Oh,
don't get
Last minute?
Yes, at the last minute. Here we go. Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock. Twitter.com/RavensFlock13. Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online. Twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock Online. And of course, we invite you to please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock. Home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right.
God,
nerds.
look at the saturation on this thing.
I
Yeah,
know,
I know.
it's so good.
All
It's
right.
like there's a second sun in the. It's coming of him.
Yes, folks. Thank you very much for watching. As we close the end, we're closer to the end of spring season, and we heat things up during the summer with our return to cons. We can't wait to see all of
Cons
you.
have changed.
Cons have changed, and folks, we are the Ravens Flock. Sonic Underground.
He'll never
Sonic
stumble. His bullshit will be
Underground. We
found.
made a
I will
vow
slap
that
you.
he will be found.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by idiots.